last week on the Glass Cannon podcast.
Let's talk about your options right now.
The heroes continued their search.
There was a rope bridge leading west to a single door. I don't remember if you've explored that area or not.
They specifically wanted us not to.
Yeah, they said
it was locked
don't
off.
Go
locked
that way.
off.
Deep within the forest stronghold.
There's something in there. I'm going to open the door. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
I ready my bow, pointing at the door.
Where fairy guardians sprang to attack.
And it just goes crazy. It says, butter your muffin!
What strange creatures.
These creatures are so weird.
After stamping out a magical frenzy.
So she misses the first one, but that second one, right in that little butthole thing that it shot the...
Oh my God.
Shot the,
Get it right in the butthole.
yeah! You shot it, punch that bee in the face!
And the bee dies.
Yes. You're just like,
The heroes found more secrets to uncover.
There is a wicker basket suspended from ropes that lead up to a hole in the ceiling.
Does it look like a pulley system?
The adventure continues.
Troy needs a week to think about that.
Yeah.
I haven't read that.
Now.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Fuck's sake, come on! Jesus Christ!
Hop.
It is mid-December here at Glass Cannon
shit,
Network.
man.
No, it's
No
not.
fucking more. No more.
Only
Moratorium.
Only 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
No,
Two more weeks.
no more weeks. No more mention of fucking Christmas ever again.
Kid, what happened on Christmas?
You fucking ruined it. You ruined it. You killed it. I used to love Christmas. You fucking
I
murdered
ruined
it right in front of me over the course of several fucking years. You killed Christmas.
Oh my God, I killed Christmas.
You loved it so much, you snapped its neck.
I snapped its neck inside of your heart.
You know what? It didn't even bother me until like we were doing Legacy and Nick Lowe was just like, what the fuck? Like, because we were talking about the weather and stuff. It's like, you assholes talk about the weather, holiday seasons like way too much.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You're right.
And that's coming from Nick Lowe.
So he doesn't like Christmas either now?
No, he's the nicest man alive, and he thinks you're ruining a lot of things.
Wow. Other people disagree.
My request would be that we talk about anything else in the world.
Like we pretend time doesn't exist while we're in this room?
All I do is I sing a little ditty and then we move on. We barely talk about it. If it were up to me, the whole hour would just be Christmas.
Just sing your song. I'm going to take my phones out.
I already sang it. I start the episode
Can't hear
with
you.
a little ditty.
Can't hear you.
I don't know what you're saying.
For all he knows, you're talking about a Christmas tree. He has no idea.
All I'm saying is, you can't take the Christmas away from me.
All right. I'm sorry I yelled. I know you enjoy Christmas.
Yeah, Skid, you're forgetting the one important thing here, which is this, Troy is the only person in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Well, I just think you have to remember, like being a parent, we're doing it for the kids. We're doing it for the Naish. I do it for them.
I do it for
me.
them.
It's not for
They
me.
want this?
It's not for me. It's
I
for
didn't
them.
sign up for that.
It's not for you either.
I don't think they signed up for that either.
I get emails daily from Naish members. Says it's like they're writing Dear Santa. They say Dear Troy, and it's written in a crayon on a piece of paper, and they Photoshop it and email it to me. Dear Troy, I've had a really tough year, and I love the opening of your November and December shows because sometimes I forget that the greatest time of year is when we think about giving to others and not just giving to ourselves. And you remind me of that every time I sit down to listen to any episode of the Glass Cannon podcast. And, it's like
And then
second
you
page.
mail them back coal.
And then I say, don't thank me. Thank Jesus.
Oh, wow.
You know that lying is bad and you don't get any gifts on Christmas. if
I'm
you're
not lying.
If you're
I
a little
get-
boy who lies, you don't get any gifts.
I get people slide into my DMs with just thanks, just pure thanks for reminding them of the true meaning of Christmas. But if Skid doesn't like it, then I will just continue to do it. Quietly.
Do you ignore the people who slide into your DMs about Christmas the same way you ignore everybody else?
No, what? I don't understand the question. So I'm not gonna answer.
I honestly it would be refreshing at the end of the year to talk about anything else. Anything else. If there's so many options of things
There's
that
so
we
many
could
things
talk about.
Like what?
We can talk about.
I mean,
We could talk about the weird little burp thing
Airplanes.
that Kate did
Airplanes.
before we went on the air.
No.
I have
You know
a band
what?
topic.
It's Christmas time.
got her.
What's the topic, Troy? Let's go.
No, I'm just saying that like the bit is I sing a little song and then we move on. We barely talk about Christmas. Although on the episode that drops on December 23rd, I was hoping we could talk 10 minutes about Christmas, but I guess now we can't.
I mean,
Oh my God.
We'll talk about New
people
Year's.
are welcome to listen back to the dozens and dozens of hours of Christmas discussion that we've had.
Former Christmas cheer.
I'm going to find a way to make this work so that everyone will be happy,
All right.
No one's happy.
But you have
You
to
know-
fix Christmas.
especially me.
my
This is
God.
going to be the story.
You're gonna
How
have
the
to-
Troy saved Christmas.
Great.
You're going to have to return to your hometown, reconnect with somebody from your past.
No, we
Yeah.
did this last episode.
Yeah, we're just repeating.
No, this
this
is
is
what's
what-
going to happen.
So many things.
I've got to go visit. Skid's going to leave the show, and I've got to go to. He's going to move back to Denver, and I've got to fly to Denver to try and convince him of the true meaning of Christmas, and then we'll fall in love with each other.
I like Christmas just fine. I just don't need to discuss it.
Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that it's late September and we're doing this? If we were recording this like we used to, closer to the actual day, do you think you'd be able to tolerate it?
No,
more?
that's the thing. I think that because it is late September and knowing that this won't stop here, like this will keep happening for the next 3 months.
Like, what
And
are you
after.
going to do when we record closer to Christmas, but that's going to air
But
after?
we're yeah. I mean, I've thought about this. I've got to just
You're gonna
talk
have to
about it
control yourself.
leading up to the show, but not during the show, because again, it's not for me. It's for America. And only America. Here's my band question. BLTs, overrated? Underrated? Rated?
Or rated.
Or
Google?
rated.
Do you use like Google?
No,
This is going to get controversial.
Let me tell you.
He does.
Let me tell you why.
I'm
because
convinced he knows
I had a
Google's
I did
anything.
not. I had a BLT recently, and my wife and I went through a bit of a BLT craze a couple of years ago.
I remember that.
And she was like, "Hey, you want to do BLTs tomorrow night? Remember when we did those? I was like, yeah, I'm going to Wegmans. I'll get the ingredients, the greeds as I call them.
B and the L and the T.
Oh, if only that was all that went on our BLT. So
then you just
again,
call it
I'm
something else.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Overrated, underrated, or rated? Joe, BLT.
Well, it just
It's
for
always.
me,
Why do I start with you?
it depends so enormously on the quality of the tomato.
He's gonna
if
delay.
you have a Midland tomato,
You delay the bad questions.
I ready my action to punch Troy. When it comes around to me, just you wait.
Let's imagine it's a great. I'm not saying like a BLT, but you don't know about the quality of the tomato. Just imagine a normally made good BLT. It's a good BLT.
Joe's imagining being in a restaurant. and
yeah,
surveying the
ordering a
menu.
BLT.
Do you order the BLT?
You can come. It can be very rated,
Is it a
or it can be
blat?
like, holy shit, this is fantastic. I'd say on average, I guess they're rated. Then.
Okay, all right,
Rated.
Matthew.
fine.
Imagine that you weren't a weird vegetarian and you ate bacon.
See, I was going to be generous in the way I answered this question. Now I'm just going to say BLT, fantastic sandwich. I missed them.
All right. You just have an LT.
Yeah, I have an LT.
Someone stamps Lawrence Taylor's face on your bread. It's an LT. Kate,
Coming off tackle.
you have an answer for this.
It's the other very popular opinion that I have, similar to I don't fucking watch movies because they're too long. I don't like bacon. Wow. So
Doesn't like
Wow.
bacon,
No.
doesn't like
A
crispy
hush
fries.
falls over.
Did you hear just the silence?
Is it
fuck bacon.
Is it the
Well, all
crispiness?
right, come on. It's one thing not to like it. don't have to disparage a whole people.
Is it the crispiness that because you don't like crispy
I
fries?
just don't like the taste.
It's the taste,
I don't know.
the flavor of
Yeah,
bacon.
like when
Salt?
I worked at like
Salt.
a place that sold tacos, sometimes we'd make specials and I'd try it and I'd be like, this would be a great special if you did not put bacon in it.
I do agree that bacon has become like, it elevates the food. Like you add bacon to burgers, you add bacon to so many things. And I'm like,
I don't think it elevates the food. I think it just makes it taste like bacon,
right.
Yeah.
which is delicious. And so fine.
I think
But it's
people
not
put
that
it-
Fucking
creative.
piece of bacon and a Bloody Mary. You're telling me that's not the greatest?
No, it belongs in certain places. In a Bloody Mary is one of them.
No.
No
So if you-
bacon.
if somebody put bacon in your Bloody Mary, you'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
What about
You would
thank
throw
you.
the whole Bloody
See,
Mary
this
in
is
their
another
face.
reason.
call this
Not only does Michael eat my crispy fries and leave me with the soggy ones,
Which she
as
likes.
intended,
Which she
he'll
likes.
also eat the bacon that I don't fucking want.
What a wonderful relationship.
Match made in
you guys
heaven.
have.
what about turkey bacon?
What?
No, what's the flavor?
If you don't like bacon,
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
I
like
know.
I don't like pork belly. I don't like ham. I don't like bacon.
No, that's what I'm saying. But turkey bacon is turkey.
But that's just like wrong.
All right, so overrated. BLTs are overrated.
Yeah, don't like it.
Why are
Sydney?
you breathing like
Sydney,
that?
Sydney,
because he
Sydney-
wants someone to say underrated.
Sydney ready to action.
He's desperate.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm not desperate. I just really want. I want you to be honest with me.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Punch. I ready to punch.
You ready to punch? Okay.
Well, I was.
And finally, Skip.
So anti-climactic.
Free action. Can I talk about it?
Do you like them, or you think like more people should like them, or like enough with the BLTs?
I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge sandwich person. I never understood like sandwich culture. It wasn't a go-to like meal or snack for me. Now I've become more of a sandwich person, dating Xavier, who really likes sandwiches. We go to like Italian delis and we get, crazy soppressata, whatever. I think at this point in my sandwich career, I think they are overrated. They are a minimal sandwich, which I appreciate.
Okay.
But like Joe said, if the bacon isn't good bacon, the tomato isn't good tomato, you have nothing. You have a shitty sandwich made with like breakfast ingredients that you're using.
Yeah.
wrong.
Like you can have an Italian hoagie with not very good tomato on it, and it'll be
fine.
just fine.
Yeah.
But like it is so reliant on these three ingredients. that
I'm
they
also
have
like-
to be solid.
Bacon can be really bad. Are you guys a crispy or soggy bacon? That's the other question.
I like the soggy bacon.
crispy
I
or
don't mind
soggy?
I like a
fatty
chewy
bacon.
We
I
call
don't
it
mind
chewy,
it.
not
Yeah.
soggy. Soggy ruins.
People
Soggy. No, I want
Chewy.
drenched. I want
like-
my bacon.
But on a
actually don't like teeth shattering crispy bacon.
but on a
not interesting.
BLT, do you need it crispier? No?
Maybe a little.
I don't eat BLTs because they're overrated.
I guess so. Skid.
Well, I think at this festive time of year, food and family is so important. I always think back to sitting under a Christmas tree and seeing that little BLT wrapped up with a bow.
Or maybe get
Memories
one
it
in your
brings back.
stocking.
It's just really,
It's just what I wanted.
yeah, it's just really beautiful.
The smell of Christmas. Bacon.
Bacon under the tree.
Bacon under the tree.
Yep.
So rated, underrated.
I don't know.
You don't care.
What was the question?
I think they're underrated.
Yeah, I knew you.
Of
I
course
think a
you
good,
do.
that's why you brought it up.
good BLT is among the finest things in the world.
You can't. I mean, it's going back to simpler times, caveman days. Cavemen enjoyed a BLT.
No.
I don't think they can make bread.
You would have. So we make it. It's
That's really offensive.
They're
my father was a
cavemen.
caveman. Sourdough bread.
They didn't have pigs to farm.
You get a nice.
They can make bread.
We'll deal with this in a second. Sourdough bread, nice sourdough bread, mayo, maybe Duke's, maybe Hellman's,
I
doesn't
know
matter.
how to make a BLT.
Lettuce, tomato, bacon, American cheese.
That's not a BLT.
Yeah, that's a different sandwich.
BLT can be anything you want.
That's a
That's
BLT.
No.
not.
You
no,
have to have the BLT.
That's
No.
why,
In
that's
the
why it's
game.
a silly conversation. It's like saying burgers. Overrated? Underrated? There's a million different ways you can have a
Pasta.
burger.
What you've just described is a kabilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we used to make something at work called a blogat, which was bacon, lettuce, onion, goat cheese, avocado, and tomato.
So that's a different sandwich.
That sounds
But
good.
they're all a BLT family. They are all in the BLT family.
Yeah.
The only requisite of a BLT is that it has B, L, and T.
So a bacon cheeseburger is in the BLT family.
Bad example.
Wow. No, that's
What you just
No,
said.
because now that
Matthew?
crosses over into burger territory.
That's
The
why I
minute you
think
put a patty
you're
on
talking
there, it's
about
a
a
burger.
phylum. You're not
is-
talking about a family.
Yeah, this has become like a Venn diagram with 30 circles.
I think my friendship with all of you is overrated.
I thought you were going to unleash. I was like, oh, well, maybe Troy has some, revolutionary BLT ingredient. Maybe he does something fun with the mayo. Maybe he mixes in a little, I don't know.
Chipotle mayo.
Yeah, maybe he does something a little spicy or maybe something. Maybe he puts American cheese on it and makes a different sandwich.
We're fighting and it's Christmas.
He just said his friendship with us was overrated. He's the meanest one at the table.
The show is canceled. Christmas is canceled. We will not see you after the break. 'Go home. We're no longer doing this show.
So devastating.
Troy,
Bacon.
come out.
BLT was the last straw.
Troy, we talked and we all agree BLTs are underrated.
Underrated.
And
They're
we're
underrated.
and
We love Christmas, and we want it. Give us a song. Give us a nice little
Yeah.
holiday.
Give us a song,
I'd
Troy.
love to hear a
Some,
Christmas song.
Come on,
a little-
Troy.
give us a-
Sing
give
it
us a carol.
with you.
I just want to say, look at how he's broken all.
What
of
if
you.
we all started singing and
broken you
maybe
like
we'll
horses.
raise him from the
Oh
dead?
yeah, let's all sing and we'll get Troy to come back.
Old King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of Stephen. Oh, the snow
There he
was
stood
long
there.
and brown, deep and crisp and even. Do you hear the music?
Brightly shone the moon that night.
Round of BLTs for my Christmas friends.
BLT shots all around.
I'm much more concerned about how I'm going to open the next two shows than I am this show.
No, look, don't go ahead, do your Christmas thing. Don't let the fact that it makes me want to kill myself stop you.
Thank you.
I want you to do.
Don't
what
think
makes you
about
happy.
Skid killing himself when you sing.
I'm gonna get creative with it, Skip. Okay.
I just want to say again, he's broken you all like horses.
Speaking of breaking you
Weird
like
visual in my
horses,
What did you say? Like when
It's a weird visual in my head.
Yeah.
you're training them to
Oh, I know. Yeah.
sing.
She has stabling lore.
this episode is off the rails. So we're all full.
I do
It's a deep-
have stabling
It's a deep
lore.
cut nerd PF2E joke. If you're keeping up.
The bees that you killed last week had confectionery lore.
Did they really?
That's amazing.
They
Stop
just
it.
How they
Really?
came up with all those epithets.
Yeah. Sometimes I
They're
wonder if there's
savage.
confectionery lore plus 6.
Sometimes I just
Like
wonder
if
if
you
there's
were
a
a
writer.
baker, you would have that lore or
Yeah.
something.
I just wonder if there's. I just picture a writer sitting at their computer working for Paizo and just being like, thinking of weird lores to add to the list.
They're like,
there are
it's a
so
bee.
many.
It's a bee that eats sugar. Huh. Confectionery.
Could have been honey lore. Nope.
Honey, no,
No.
not honey. That was already taken.
Yeah.
Confectionery lore.
You guys, last week, after finishing the battle with the Oak Stewards and those crazy fake creatures, you were in this ransacked room. You took a peek upstairs, seemed quiet, perhaps a little too quiet. You all go up there and look around and see that you're in this place that's all open to the air. You see the other two huts, 2 bridges leading to them. And then you're like, let's go back down. We need to rest. We need to recoup because we don't know what else is in here. So you rest. You barricade the doors. You put sort of traps on the stairs, Home Alone style, Christmas movie, to make sure that if anyone were to come downstairs, you would hear them coming. And then you get a good night's sleep as best as you can. You decide to go across the bridge to the north. You cross that bridge. You open the door and you see these 2 bee-like fairy creatures that are just like eating cake and cupcakes and getting
There's
these.
food all over the map too.
There's food all over the map.
There's
Yeah,
a
you can see
rolling
it.
pin It's like a Where's Waldo of
There's like a little cast iron pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Foundry maps for the premium Gatewalkers package are pretty fantastic.
Was there two versions of the map, one with the intact stove and one with the exploded stove, or did it?
Or did it
exact same excellent question?
Yeah, did it explode?
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, they decided to go with the exploding version here, which kind of
looks good,
gives it
though.
away.
Kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
No,
I should've
because I
known.
couldn't see it. I wasn't in the room. So
Well,
I
here,
didn't
you know what? I just want to say, I don't think I should have been so hurt because on the map it looked like the stove already
it already blew, yeah.
exploded, so.
Here's how they do traps on Foundry. You'll see if I make it visible. There's the trap.
Oh, look at that.
Wait,
I
do it
could-
again.
Oh, I do see it.
Do you see it up in the
cool.
corner there? It just looks like a bear trap. So all the traps do that, and then I double click it and it tells
Lucky
me,
you got to move around to the other.
Oh, I have to
side
go
of the
look.
room.
tells me all the information.
Oh, it was revealed to me because I wasn't in position before. Oh, that is really cool.
And now it's gone.
Oh, it's
That's a fun little reminder
Man,
of where the traps are.
I love all these little things.
Little things. Well, speaking of little things, Matthew, no. You open the door and you see another room here. It looks like the stores for the kitchen, similarly ransacked as the kitchen and as the workshop that you were in. Everything here is destroyed. You knew this used to be a wonderful, beautiful gnome commune, and now it's been taken over by not only Bolan and these Rebel Oak stewards, but these malicious fae. There is a basket about 5 feet wide with ropes leading up through a hole in the ceiling. And then another door to the south, which you already know from walking around outside, leads to yet another rope bridge and the final building on this level of the commune. What do you guys want to do?
We search. Oh, we'd love to search both rooms just to before we go up or down.
Yeah.
Deep perceptions, really taking our time.
Do some perceptions.
19 for Talitha.
Dirty 20 for Brother
18.
Ramius
21
of Latria.
All right.
Whoa.
We're lucky.
So you
Wait,
take.
we have 18, 19, 20, 21.
Oh my god.
Skid?
Okay, can you do the 22 or
12.
17 for?
12 was close to 22.
That's could have gotten a large straight.
Yeah.
According to Sydney math.
We've never had a Yahtzee. It's the hardest one to get.
Oh god.
All right, so that is all. Those are all good rolls, except for skits. And you...
I'm meditating.
You're meditating. He's taking some time. He's not really paying attention to what you're doing. You're thoroughly searching both rooms. The kitchen is nothing. It's all broken foodstuffs. However, the storage room, it looks like it hasn't been searched as well as the search that you're giving to it. And you find a couple things. You find 3 minor healing potions.
I need that.
huge.
Oh, I need that.
You find 5 tinder twigs.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And a magical a bottle full of a magical liquid. And one of the things we're going to do on the show, just to kind of keep things moving, if it's like a simple magical thing, I'm not going to have you waste time rolling checks on it. And
Identify magic.
yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Let's keep things going. It is a bottle of nectar of purification.
Oh, that doesn't sound simple.
Yeah, see, Belish. It's not like a plus 20 Vorpal John.
Was that it?
Oh, it does purify food
Yes.
and drink.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Lucky asks, would you all mind if I just popped one of these healing potions?
Go ahead.
No, by all means, I'm sorry I couldn't be more help.
No.
This should do the trick.
Glug, 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 glug.
Is that 1D?
What is it? Minor healing, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 potions. Well, now 2 potions of minor healing.
Yeah.
I think
Should
I'd
probably take the other one.
like to be up in front with Lucky going forward. Can I take one
Yeah.
in case?
Is
Yep.
Zephyr, do you think Zephyr is going to get to the point where her skill with the bow will outpace her skill with her fists, or are they going to scale at the same rate?
I don't know. I think it depends on my longbow, like if I get a better bow at some point. But I mean,
I think it.
maybe my fists will always be better because then I'll eventually also get better hand wraps.
Yeah, that's
So
Well, I'm sure that there's also class feats you're going to
yeah, that's what I
select
was
along the way.
Yeah.
wondering. Yeah. Like if there's any.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched.
Until they get punched in the
face.
mouth.
So they get punched in the face.
But Zephyr is used to that.
That's true.
I healed 5 points. It's 1d8 per. Could I take another one? Would you guys- I mean, I don't have to.
You want to take it and use it?
I have 14 out of 20. I can hold off. but then I'd be using it in battle and wasting an action. But like,
Why don't you hold it till we get to the restaurant?
all right, I think I could do that. Does anybody else want to hold on to one? Who's going to need it? Who do we think?
You can drink it if you want to
Yeah,
drink it.
you should
No,
probably.
but we have 2 more. Does anybody else want one?
Yeah, you were taking one, weren't you?
Oh, you took one?
Oh, you,
I took one because I figured I'd be.
Yeah. So you take
Thank
one, and
you.
I'm gonna drink the second one. Fucking 2
oh,
Do you need
so
the
it's
last
just 1d8. That's the minor.
per minor healing potion. All right, but I'm back to 16. That's better than 9. I'm fine.
2 potions gone.
Brutal.
Why are you looking at me like
wish
that? I need
Not
to.
worth a drop? No, not yet.
What does Tinder Twist
potions.
You can start fire.
Yeah, they help start a fire. So Brother Amius is like, I'll take care of these, and he takes Tinder twigs,
tosses them
them
out
away.
Oh, can Lucky inspect this basket? I asked last time. Is
Yeah.
the basket a pulley system?
Yes, it is indeed. Do you have like engineering lore or maybe even thievery to try and figure out?
Yeah.
Those are 2 very different skills.
Yeah, that's interesting that you asked for either of those.
I have
Says in the
thievery.
book.
I do have thievery.
Oh, good.
I have thievery in legal lore. Does this help me?
You know, let's just try thievery for this.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is a simple pulley system. Let the jury see.
That's going to be a 21.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's a simple pulley system, and you look at it to figure out, like, oh, okay, probably 2 of you could fit in there. and you could
yourself.
pull yourself up to the top. You see how it works. It looks a little complex. Looks like there's like markings on the floor, like discoloration of two circles, and you think, oh, there must be there used to be a ladder here, perhaps, and now it's been replaced by this. Did the gnomes do that? Did the new residents do that? You can't quite tell, but you think 2 of you could fit in there, and and you could show everybody how to pull yourselves up. You could also just climb the rope too.
So I'm just trying to get the timeline straight here. So this was just a gnome village.
Yeah, the gnomes made a deal, like all these different groups of gnomes made a deal with the Oak Stewards, I believe, to be able to come in and
The
have,
good Oak Stewards.
Yeah, the good Oak Stewards, to have sections of the forest that they could build on, and this one has been cleared out by Bolan.
Okay.
Talitha, Ramius, what do you think? I mean, me and Zephyr could go up, but we have no idea what's up there.
Go, take a look.
There's also the door. We could keep exploring down here, but I don't know if we'll make it back around into this room.
Let's go up. I like it.
All right,
Okay.
Zeph.
We'll both get in the basket, I guess.
Go ahead.
Pull ourselves up.
We'll wait down here.
Let us know what you see. We'll be up shortly after.
I'll yell out the safe word again from the top.
Which was.
Pineapple.
If you hear that coming down, you know
You'll
you're in
know
trouble.
it. Buggles, you'll know it.
I'll remember.
You look over, Talitha's just like eating a scone.
See?
You seem busy.
A tisket, a tasket. You 2 go up the basket. Let's go to a new map.
Carefully and slowly and stealthily, up the basket.
and quietly.
Now, I think that only the 2 of you should see this small room. Let me explain to you what you see. As you're going up the basket, you hear like tung, 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 and you go into this room, and it's like there's a water tower in here. There's droplets of condensation beating along the exterior of a large catchment vessel in the center of the room, and occasionally that water drips onto the floor. The vessel is shaped like a funnel, so that the top of it sort of balloons outward to encompass the entire ceiling and connects to a much larger catchment on top of the building. There are pipes covered in gauges and spigots snaking out from the tank in all directions that run along the floor and the walls. And it's just like piping and blowing out steam. And you figure that this is what's powering the windmill.
What's a catchment?
I think it's like a...
Like peppermint?
No, a catchment is like
I think it's more like a
basin, right?
like a wintergreen mint.
Spearmint.
Spearmint.
Catchment. The action of collecting water, especially the collection of rainfall over a natural drainage area.
Gutter.
Gutter. Okay, but there's a floor.
Yeah, so you're in the basket, but you could step into the room onto the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll call down. Doesn't seem to be anything up here. Give us a sec.
I search for traps as I step around.
Yeah, I'd like to like do a perception.
After the
I
stove.
search for traps by stumbling around blindly.
I touch everything.
All right, put your dice down there. Are you guys trained in perception?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am too.
Okay, what
I'm an expert.
what is your perception?
+5.
You don't roll that.
I don't roll.
No, you don't roll
Oh,
that.
nice.
+5, and what about you?
I'm just trained, so +3.
+3. Yeah, it does not. You don't see any hazards whatsoever.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, that's what he said, so
I
that's what my
know.
character thinks. So I guess just a once over of this room. I'm not sure we need to do anything in here, but
Yeah, I was
guess
just gonna do a perception unless you want to roll that as well.
No, I mean you're gonna walk around the room and
Yep.
look and see what's what.
Yeah.
Okay. The minute the both of you get out of the basket
damn it.
to step onto the floor,
An oven explodes.
an oven explodes.
God damn it.
Another goddamn exploding oven?
If only it was an oven.
pipes.
No, the basically seals on the water pipes that are running all along the floor. It's like crisscrossing everywhere. You both step on these and they just like blow, and these water jets start flying randomly around the room, the type that could cut through flesh.
Oh my god. That type?
So let's roll for initiative.
what?
Oh my god.
We looked for traps.
And you failed at looking for those traps, unfortunately. Well, this is going to be interesting. Before we get to initiative, one of you triggered this trap, and
It was me, wasn't it?
We'll say 1, 2, 3, Sydney, 4, 5, 6, Kate. Of course, it was Sydney. Before the encounter begins, a water jet comes flying out at you and misses, just slices right past your head. Now let's get into Naish. What did you roll? I'll put Talitha, Brother Ramius, and Buggles in there as well, just in case they can help at all. What did you roll, Lucky?
I rolled a 14.
14, okay. And Zephyr?
18.
18 for Zeph Meister. And then Talitha?
8.
8?
Oh.
Yeah, you're downstairs.
I rolled a natural 2.
Okay, Brother Ramius?
14.
14. What was that noise up there? Was that skin being cut by water? Buggles?
She said 16.
16 for Buggles, okay. Let's get into it. It is the Reservoir Trap's turn.
Oh, it's called a reservoir.
Reservoir trap.
Wow.
Okay, so it is going to start randomly firing off these water blasts. The first one, same thing. These are random. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's against Sydney as well. That's a 21 to hit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, I am gonna go down really
The
fast.
second one goes against Kate. And it is this could be a crit. A 27.
Not a crit.
Oh, thank God. Oh my
Okay,
God.
still going to be 10 points of piercing damage. And then the third one goes against you with a 1, and this is going to be, all right, probably a miss, a 16.
A miss.
Okay. Thum, thum, thum. Randomly, these water jets are just flying from pipes all along the walls, the floors, and when it hit both of you, it literally like left blood. Blood is gushing out of your arm.
I mean, it took Lucky for like more than half her hit points.
Water.
I felt like it just like scraped her arm a little bit.
It is now Zephyr's turn.
Yell the word. It's not good.
Don't come up here. I was originally just water almost critted me. Crazy up here. I was originally going to be like, I'm gonna try to shut this off, but like, yeah, the jet of water almost critted me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave on
Yeah.
my turn.
I'm gonna try to like jump back in the bucket.
Jump back in the basket?
Yeah.
Okay, jump into the basket and leave Lucky up there to just
No,
slide
I'm not
down
gonna
the
leave
rope.
her up here, but I'm getting ready to
You sure
go
you want to
down.
risk getting hit by that water? Now,
I duck under the basket.
okay, so you get in there and you.
And I'm like, get in here, Lucky.
Okay.
We're going back down.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's Buggles' turn technically. Is there anything you'd like to do? You hear the screaming.
I haven't heard the code word, which is
Sandwiches.
sandwich.
Yeah, pineapple! Pineapple!
It's a pineapple. I haven't heard it yet. So
Okay.
Pineapple!
I'm gonna delay.
Brother Ramius, I assume you were like ready to step into the basket next.
Well, the basket's up there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Just like, what's going
So
on?
come back down. He's
Lucky?
just going to delay.
Lucky, I get into the basket.
You get into the basket? Are you sure you want to get into the basket?
Help me!
All right, so you get into the basket, and let me just make sure there isn't a check for you to pull yourself down.
Oh, I'm waiting for Zephyr to get.
Oh, I
Zephyr's
used that.
actually used all
Okay.
3 of her actions to get in there and get ready.
Well, she wasn't in on the map. I wanted to make sure before I.
Yes, luckily you were the one that rolled the engineering check, so you can get down with ease. You get down to the bottom, and again, it's just.
What did you do up there?
And then it stops.
Oh, Lucky falls out of the basket. God's sake! There's a trap up there. There's definitely. We thought that there wasn't a trap, and we checked, but there definitely is.
The steam thing that's powering the windmill, there's
Holy
like pipes all over the
shit.
place. And I guess we stepped on one and they just all went off. And
It's like
we're
a
like both
bullet,
bleeding.
but it's water. It hit me, I think, in my kidney.
Oh no.
Can you take a look, Brother Amy?
Let me take a look.
Are you
Ease down.
I'm bleeding.
Would anyone
Stay
like to?
still.
I don't know why it hurts so
I
bad.
said stay still. Almost a crit. But he does successfully do 7 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
Something over a period of 10 minutes.
Should, if the area is trapped, perhaps there's some sort of valuable mechanism up there.
No, I wouldn't call it a trap, Talitha. I believe they just broke a pipe.
They said trap.
Well, it seems to be over.
It felt like a trap.
I know, because they left. I think they made, there's some, it seems like it's protecting up there. Is that the sense you got?
Well, didn't you say you stepped on a pipe and broke it?
No.
We didn't get really
No.
that far into the room.
Yeah, what actually happened? Like what?
What happened is we stepped on the floor, and it went off.
There's lots of pipes all around and
Yeah.
we just stepped on them.
What kind of knowledge do you have? What are your knowledges? You guys got a good look at it. So let's start with Zephyr and Lucky.
Stabling.
Legal.
Legal and
Thievery.
stabling. Okay.
Thievery.
Nature. Society. Stealth.
Intimidation.
Acrobatics.
And anyone have any engineering whatsoever? An engineering background? Yeah. It seems strange, like it would be a purposeful trap. Just feels like that perhaps it was being used incorrectly, and it definitely is what's powering the windmill. And maybe the gnomes knew how to use it, but whoever's recently been doing it is like overtaxed it to the point where it's like out of control.
So maybe it's just bad.
Don't windmills usually power other things?
Perhaps.
So the windmill is
Yes.
powering something else.
Why would you need a powered windmill?
Well, maybe the windmill is
Maybe the windmill's
powering-
powering this.
The wind powers the windmill usually.
Yeah, and then
right.
the
maybe it's-
windmill is powering
a water
some
turbine
hydraulics or what?
Yeah, some hydraulic system maybe.
pumping the water, eating the water.
Could be.
Eating it?
I don't know.
How can
Was
a
it
windmill
superheated?
heat a-
Troy?
If it's like
Or was it just the force of the water that
good.
cut them? There was no burning.
Force of the water.
the water wasn't hot.
No.
Oh, it just looked like steam. Okay, so it was just really hard water.
I'm gonna
I think
use,
she's making fun of your trap.
I'm gonna use
didn't make
that healing potion I just
Hey,
got.
I
But
didn't
they-
add this trap to the adventure.
Don't they have for like cutting diamonds and stuff? It's water. It's like the water laser.
Yeah, they have
Well,
like
that's for, like,
industrial like
friction.
water cutters.
Yeah, those are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that for friction though?
No, well, not when you use the
No,
water
it's not.
to have the blade.
It seems no. It's.
I'm pretty sure they're like
I know how to
not
cut
friction at
diamonds.
water
Just kidding.
laser.
Talitha is going to go investigate this door to the south.
I'm taking my healing potion that I have.
Brother Amius is going to talk to
4.
Lucky and just, do you know of any way to fix it? Could you disable it or something like that?
I don't know. When I checked it, I didn't see any part that was like a valve, a turn-off valve or anything. It just seems like a mess of pipe.
It's a mess up there. I mean, if you
have a
want,
look.
You can go look. Just don't step out of the basket.
I'd like to take a look.
Does
I
anyone
think
have who has
Talitha-
thievery?
I do.
We both do.
Send him back up.
It didn't help.
Back up.
I think you need to take a closer look. Set it back
I
up.
can
Get back in the box.
I'll
Explore
go,
the space.
I'll go back up, but I'm not stepping on that floor.
I'll go up with you.
Do you think
I'd
you
like
would
to take a look.
disable it from the basket?
Let's go up.
I got.
And we will get
pretty
in and
hurt.
go up.
I wouldn't step out the basket again.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
So Troy, we'll go back up.
Who's going up? Only fit
Brother
two in the
Ramius and Lucky.
basket. Brother Ramius and Lucky. You go up, and well,
Can I see it?
yeah, I gotta put you up.
May I see it, sir?
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Sure.
Like a really great goblin.
All right, he'll look over
From
this.
the basket.
If Zephyr dies.
From the basket.
not leaving.
He'll look in the area. He's going to do a perception roll. If you want to do it blind, you can. But he wants to do a perception roll on the situation and see if it's just where they happen to stand, if there are places you could step without setting off these things, or if it's just a timed sort of thing. You know,
What's your perception? You trained, expert, master?
trained
Okay.
+7.
Yeah, I mean, there are spaces between the pipes that you could stand on, like to maneuver about the room. It would take some careful footing, but it's possible. If it is triggered by stepping on the pipes, then you could walk around. But just a general perception on the room, you look and it's like, it is weird. Like, why is this connected to the windmill at all? But then you think about, like, as a well-read weirdo, that gnomes are notorious tinkerers. And so maybe they were like, oh, let me see if I can take this water tower and turn it into a windmill gravity bong or something like, and maybe it went awry. Like, it's
That
not
would make
crazy to think that like a gnome would have, that gnomes, especially they
Been tinkering with this.
Yeah, just trying to do something else with it. That's classic gnome behavior. Now, if they're the ones that caused this problem, or if it was being overtaxed by the news residents, that's unclear. But it does seem like the tank isn't making the same noise it was when you came up the first time. So maybe
Maybe the pressure was relieved.
the pressure was relieved. Yeah.
Can I just do a thievery check on top of that to see if there's any like turn off valves or like a way that you could
For sure.
not get hit by water? That's a 1.
Man, crushing it lately.
Wow.
Wow.
You think the only way to really find out is to start walking around the room.
Brother Ramius, if you want to take a step out there, I would
It
commend
seems
you.
to me as if it's already run its course. He's looking around.
You think so?
I think I see a few places I could step. I'd like to try. And he's just going to take a step on one of these places between the pipes that seems safe.
Okay. So you gingerly step out of the basket onto the floor, straddling a pipe, and nothing happens.
And he'll take another step toward the northeast.
Take another step to the northeast.
Just looking around this room in the parts where he wasn't able to see because of on the other side of the tree trunk.
Yeah, revealing a little bit more of the room. You notice now, and nothing happens when you take that step, but you see that there is a window to the west that has like a single rope extending up to another hut. That's like elevated higher than this level. It's not like a third level, it's just the hut up there is higher than this one.
Like a split level?
Yeah, like kind of like a split level.
Ranch. It's a ranch treehouse.
Going down into this window.
Just a rope?
Yeah, a rope connecting the two windows.
Zip line.
All right, can I move
like a
to that
zip line.
window?
Yeah, for sure.
Lucky, look, here, there's a window and perhaps a connection to another hut.
All right, I'm gonna step on the ground.
Yes, right there.
Okay.
Carefully.
Okay.
Imagine you're a cat and step gracefully.
Letha, it's not helpful and not funny.
And you can.
I'm sorry, I just can't see it on the map. Am I anywhere
You
near
should
where
be able
this
to see it
window
now.
is?
It's down. I see. It's right by the basket.
Yeah, southwest.
Got it. Ah, whoa.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
You
amazing.
can see out the window.
Okay, so it's like a tightrope, like a zip line.
Yeah, zip line.
Zip line, but and the one that it connects to is higher than where
higher,
we are.
yeah.
Okay.
So you could
Inconven-
technically climb
Yeah.
the line, but it'd be
Convenient
tricky, and it's a pretty decent drop all the way.
Yeah, and Ramius is not an athlete by any stretch, so he looks across and he's like, You could probably easily get across that, couldn't you?
Is the other window open? Can I see?
Yeah, there's like a curtain on it.
I don't know if I should go in there without everybody else.
No, of course not. I'm just saying, keep it in mind. If we find ourselves on the other side, it might be an interesting way to move between huts.
Also a good escape if next door goes awry.
It might be fun.
Or it might be fun.
Or it might just be fun.
You're like downstairs yelling, or it could be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Do a flip.
Say zip line.
I think we should go back down, head over toward that building, and see what there is to see upstairs.
Sounds good. Lead the way. And we'll get back in the... Well, I do want to... If I can find a safe... What I feel is safe passage, I want to go all the way around to the other side of the trunk.
You're walking gingerly around, and if you do that, you take one more step there,
Yeah, look at that.
and you see a door
The door.
to the south, which you know from being outside will lead to the rope bridge that takes you to the area where that staircase
The
led up.
original hut that we were in. Okay.
Look, Lucky, I think I know where this goes. And
Door's
he's gonna-
closed now.
He's going to open the door.
There you go.
All right. It's all coming
Connected.
together.
How fucking cool is this?
That is
An awesome level. Awesome level design.
really cool.
Yeah. This bridge, this way. Should we go this way?
No, because that leads back to where we started. We should stay here, go back down, then enter through the southern door that we haven't opened yet.
You're right. Of course. Back in the bucket, and then chunk, 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 chunk.
Back in the bucket.
Tuk, tuk,
Down.
tuk, 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 tuk.
Nice.
All right, little recon.
Yeah, a little reconnaissance.
All right, so you've got one more door that you have not opened yet.
And Talitha's on it.
Talitha will open the door.
Tkum. You open the door, and you see another small rope bridge leading to another building, another hut, and there's no door there. It's just an opening leading in.
Okay.
Perception check into the room. Hear anything? See anything? Any movement? Anything at all? 18.
No.
This is a huge building.
Yeah, it looks. From what I can see, it looks like benches at a long table. Maybe like some sort of mess hall or dining
Mess hall or a chapel.
But this is like from
it looks
looking
like
at the
bigger.
map, it's like twice as big as
Yeah.
the two other spaces we've been in so far combined.
Combined, yeah, it looks massive.
Well, this looks like this would be when we first came up and fought and met those oak stewards that we fooled.
Yeah.
This was the western wing that
But they told us not to
they
go
told us
to.
not to go
Oh, right.
into. But here we are. Troy, on the map, this rope bridge seems to have been damaged or repaired. Is that just fun drawing, or do I observe?
That it's like unstable.
Yeah, like the branch, it looks like is broken through it or something.
Yeah, I mean, the branches are all sort of growing through. You saw that on the floor on the other side last week. The branches are growing through onto the floor.
So it didn't fall through.
Yeah, it doesn't
It was designed to build around the existing
Yeah,
branch.
I mean, they all feel a little shaky, but you look okay.
All right.
Okay.
Lucky. I'll follow you.
I'll take the lead. And she heads forward past Talitha and gracefully, carefully walks across this bridge towards the building. When she...
Zephyr, what are you doing? Are you bowing it up in the back, or are you moving up forward and doing...
I don't know because I'm
Hand to
still
hand.
down a little bit. The healing potion only gave me 4 hit points.
Oh, well, I can...
Back.
I'll treat wounds on you.
Oh, yeah.
Down.
Yeah. Or attempt to, anyway. Oh, man. Gotcha. That's 1 point away from crits. Minimum.
Which is
2.
oh, sick. Well, I'm down a little less now,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, I was
that
planning on
too.
from now on just kind of not using my bow alongside Lucky, but this room looks bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, the range might be.
So you're
range-
staying behind.
Yeah, there's room for you to kind of do your thing. if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
I'm gonna have my bow out.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
So
is
yeah,
that-
Lucky
We're
is
following you, Lucky.
running up and then doing the thing like in an action movie where she gets around like a doorway and she like tucks, like around and looks to see if there's anything there. If she had a gun, she would hold it.
Well,
Like
you
she's a SWAT
probably
team.
see something in the room there as you come on.
Oh boy.
Let me explain the room first.
I don't see
I don't see anything.
Only Lucky and
All I hear is Matthew go, oh boy.
On the western wall, it appears that Tinkerbell has joined the fray.
Oh, no. Don't tell me
Let's talk about the room first. It's a dining hall of sorts, maybe a gathering hall. There is a long wooden table like what Talitha saw. It's lined with benches. You see assorted musical instruments lining the walls. The lute, the electric guitar, stand-up bass. One could imagine...
The Orbo.
The Orbo. One could imagine that the gnomes probably use this room to sing and dance and do weird gnome shit.
This is the venue?
This is the venue.
This is the venue.
This is where they jam. But obviously the gnomes have
Nice
been...
venue.
Yeah, the acoustics
Good acoustic.
are amazing.
Good acoustic.
Yeah, it's built really well. The gnomes have obviously been displaced, and there's a noticeable lack of joy in the room as you enter. There are 2 doors leading south, one on the west side and one on the east side, kind of at an angle on the southern wall. There is a little fairy creature kind of floating in the air over near the western wall, and you come in. She goes,
Oh, hello. You startled me. What are you doing here?
And Lucky says, we're reporting to Bolan.
Oh, Bolan. Oh, he's the one that has taken this place from us. A terrible man he is. Are you, is it just the 2 of you?
Yes, it's just the 2 of us, and we're here.
This is going really well. Made all the right choices. Let her keep cooking.
Before this conversation goes any further, can I roll a perception on her reaction to Bolan to see if she's being genuine about...
Sure, I'll roll it in secret.
I am also doing the same. I'm trying to, before I say it's just the 2 of us, I am trying to get a read on her.
+6 for...
Plus
Before
5.
I open
And I'm an expert.
with a blatant lie
Plus
that
5.
is disprovable in 1 second.
2 lies.
If she takes a step to her right, it will be disproven.
You certainly didn't get anything of her reacting to the name Bolan.
Forgive me, are you one of the original inhabitants?
Oh, original is an interesting way of putting it. I am an original inhabitant of the forest, as are all we sprites. What is your name, traveler? Come, sit on these benches. They are sturdy.
That's
Perception on the benches for traps.
Yeah, seriously.
And this is what she looks like.
Hello, please, come.
She's cool.
Is she tiny?
Yeah.
She's tiny. Oh,
Is she mechanically tiny?
Is she
Yes.
mechanically tiny?
Come.
You are very kind to offer us nice cheese. Is that what you're serving? Cheese. Excellent. Yes, we love cheese. However, we're a bit pressed for time.
I understand.
We're in search of Bolan.
I'm going to step into the room.
Oh, another traveler. And what is your name, good sir?
I am Brother Ramius. What is your name?
My name is Chibi.
Jimmy.
Chibi.
Chibi.
My father was Chibi. I'm Chibi. Chibi.
Chibi.
Chibi the Sprite.
Chibi the Sprite. Mrs. Sprite.
Oh, just Miss
Sprite. Oh,
Divorced.
pardon. Oh, sorry.
Long story.
Sorry about that.
Sorry to hear about that.
Chibi.
Is there a Mr. Chibi?
Is there a Mr. Chibi that I
Not
could
anymore.
speak to?
Is he dead?
Chibi, I'll be straight with you.
All right.
Well-
Shucks.
We're looking for We're looking for Bolan. What the fuck? We're looking for Bolan because we believe that his forces of these oak steward deserters are ruining the forest. And we think that we think he should be destroyed.
The forest is my home.
Of course, and you wouldn't want it destroyed by the likes of Bolan, would you?
No, absolutely not.
I think
Are there more of you over there?
that you and I have similar interests. As do my friends here.
I see.
Have you seen Bolan lately? Recently?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that. Here, let me come a little closer.
Oh,
Bolan, yes, I have seen him recently. I have seen him, and you'll
Talitha
see
will flank
him.
out as she gets closer. I flank out to along the northern wall.
In hell!
Oh no! Come on!
Roll for initiative.
You just make anyone nice.
Can't we talk to anyone?
Can anyone be nice?
When she saw more people like piling in the
I
back,
had high
she was
hopes.
like,
I was trying to lie and said we only had 2 so she wouldn't be freaked out. And then you guys were like, no, we have more. I have a high deception. Let me lie.
Joe was like, wait, what? Is there something in there?
Joe literally went, I'm going to come into the room after Sydney said 2 people. He heard me say it.
Dude, it is an open door. And Talitha
queued
is
up.
right next to me, and she starts talking with somebody that I can't see. Like, I'm not staying back there.
just a reminder, this initiative is brought to you by Norse Foundry.
Norse Foundry for all your random number generating needs. Norse Foundry. Norse Foundry.
Foundry.
Norse-
Norse Foundry.
Other big shout out to our sponsors, Demiplane and Foundry
Foundry,
VTT. They've been making everything so much easier for both the players and the GM.
Hell yeah.
Let's get into it. Buggles, what'd you roll?
22.
22. Lucky
Dirty 20.
for a total. Oh, 20.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that's what that would be.
Dirty total.
Go on.
Dirty.
Talitha.
25.
25 for Talitha. Zephyr.
15.
15 for Zephyr. Brother Ramius.
9.
9 for Brother Ramius. All right. Well, it is Chibi's turn. So Chibi is going to unleash. Good thing Talitha slid out of the way there because Brother Ramius. Well, let's see what this cone is going to look like.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Love a good cone.
All right, 15-foot cone. Let's really get into Foundry here. Let's get my cones on.
Don't say that.
I wish you wouldn't.
Find another way to say that.
I can't.
For the sake of Foundry. For
Cone
the sake
you
of the
find another
sponsorship.
way.
Got a beautiful cone template here for a 15-foot cone of a little spell known as color spray.
oh, come on.
Not sure if you're familiar with a color spray. Lucky and Brother Ramius, give me a will save.
I don't think I've encountered this in second edition.
Oh boy. Okay.
Chibi!
Will save. Come on, brother.
Two looks of sadness.
Oh no.
What did you get?
I got a 14.
14. And Lucky?
I got a 5.
Oh no.
Failure and critical
I rolled it
failure.
back,
Oh
Brother Ramius is stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Dazzled is fine. Doesn't mean anything.
Lucky
Yeah.
is stunned for 1 round and blinded for 1 minute.
Wait, stunned 1 or stunned for 1 round?
Stunned for 1 round. I think it's your stunned 1.
So you lose an entire round.
Yeah, stunned. Oh, that's what it is. You're not
That's
stunned
the
1.
big difference.
You're stunned for a round,
Yeah.
and then blinded for 1 minute. So you're blinded
Absolutely brutal.
for the combat. You are stunned 1, blinded a round, and dazzled for a minute. So just make sure you add those conditions to your John.
Yep.
Wow, that worked out really well. That's the best use of color spray I've ever had in my life. And then she's going to go ahead and like fire. You see this like an orange glow about her that starts to swell, and she just fires something in the direction of Talitha, a little spark over towards you. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Rocks! Rocks for sale! Get your rocks! Named character as well. Thank you
Chibi's
to
not
Norse
real.
Foundry. Eric from Norse Foundry sent me
I don't
these
like
beautiful
Chibi.
Red Sox dice.
Not a name.
What is this? This is a ranged mundane attack, or is it a magic
It's
attack?
arranged. It's not. I wouldn't call it mundane.
I wouldn't call it
That's
mundane.
subjective.
Okay, in that case, we will go to Ullius.
I'm going to enact just for. Oh no, I haven't acted yet. I can't use a reaction.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
We'll go to Ullius. That's not true.
I can use a reaction.
It's up to Troy.
Damn it.
I was going to do Eerie Flicker, which gives a flat. It's a DC 5 flat check to see if I phase onto the ethereal plane.
I'm not going to allow it this time. In this case, as written, you're not supposed to do it, but you can kind of fudge it.
What do you mean you're not supposed to do what?
You're not supposed to get reactions beforehand, as written.
I don't
Before you
necessarily agree with that, but you can interpret it that way. Basically, I think the way they do it is if you're clearly surprised by the event, but if you saw it coming, you don't have to. You can get your reactions ahead of time. Ullius from Seattle, Washington.
Hi,
Eating
Ullius.
away at your confidence. Your shot misses wildly, making you... It's not a fumble, right? It's a goddamn crit. Son of a bitch!
Ullius! You spelled your name wrong, too. You spelled your name wrong. That's not a real name.
We'll come back to you. We'll go back
Elias.
to you. This one is from Arrow in the Knee in Seattle.
Hi, Arrow in the
Hi,
knee.
arrow in the knee.
It's called Arrow in the Knee. Your shot hits your target and embeds itself in their knee. Normal damage. And the target is slowed 1 for 1d4 rounds. The creature also takes 1d4 persistent bleed for 1d4 rounds. So normal damage, but persistent bleed and slowed 1.
All right, so this is brutal.
Oh, that's going to kill your
So kill
device
my
strategy.
stratagem.
All right, well, here's the good news. It's only 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
So basically, this like spark comes out, hits you in the knee, burns your pant leg, and it cuts through that you start squirting blood from your knee. That's how we're going to interpret this.
1d4 bleed, you said?
1d4 persistent bleed for 1d4 rounds. So it will end on its own, as this one is written.
Okay.
All right, so I'll
If
add
you don't
that.
end it before.
And it's 1d4, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just add that to your Johnski. You won't take that damage now, so you only take 1 point of damage, but you are slowed on top of everything else.
Thank you, Arrow in the Knee.
Thanks, arrow.
Arrow in the knee.
And that is her turn. Of course, is she the only enemy in this room?
Why would you say that?
It's an interesting question, Kate, and we'll find out after this break.
St. Michael brings out his holy sword, places his heel upon the neck of the serpent. For now, the hour is struck, the trumpet has been sounded, the dead shall walk again. The serpent comes, but upon all of them he shall place the mark of the beast.
She is in fact not
Oh my god.
the only enemy in this room, because emerging out of perhaps invisibility next to Lucky is a little creature that looks like this.
It's her ex-husband. It's her ex-husband!
She lied.
This is like Fern Gully right now.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
Looks like a shrimp man.
if a cockroach was a centaur.
Yeah.
Like he's half hot and half gross.
Yeah, half hot, half. Ugh.
I have him listed in the initiative as weird flying man crab fairy.
I mean, his legs do look kind of crab-like. Like if he were a lobster.
Crabs are roaches of the sea, right?
That's true.
He is coming out of invisibility, so he will be catching you off guard, or flat-footed, as it were.
She's blind. She's
already
already off
blind.
Yeah,
guard.
you're already
Blind.
blind, so it doesn't matter.
I'm blind!
Blind.
I'm blind.
And he's just gonna come up and just poof, punch you in the face,
This little fairy.
and probably misses with an 11. Although your AC's taking a hit,
That does miss.
that does miss. It's like, oh, I guess that's not gonna
So
work.
wait, my AC is taking a hit because I'm blinded. Mm-hmm. Let me check. It's not on my sheet, but how much would it be taking a hit for?
I don't think it'd be that low.
Well, it basically makes you
I think it
flat-footed.
just makes you flat-footed.
Okay, let me see if I can modify that. Just
-4 to perception.
yeah. What's the blinded? Let me look up the blinded.
No, it does not make you flat-footed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, now
can't
you
s-
are flat-footed.
But all terrain is difficult terrain.
Okay, but you said because he surprised me, I am flat-footed.
You are flat-footed, so you'll -2 to your AC, and 11 still wouldn't hit that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it should make you flat-footed.
I'm reading.
I
the
know.
conditions.
I believe you that that's what the rule is, but I think it should logically make you flat-footed. I think.
Well, Skid, I think
I'm not going to argue too strenuously about it under these circumstances. I'm just saying.
I think this should be harder.
All right, so seeing that little punch from his tiny fist didn't work, his legs start like scraping together in the back.
He's going to do a little cricket thing.
legs.
And then they're like just going, and it starts like this music starts coming out of him.
Stop it.
Really? Everybody roll a will save.
This is just
This is ridiculous. This is a nightmare.
We've never really dealt with a lot of Fae on this network,
I
honestly.
think we've dealt with entirely too many Fae.
Dude, I am so Matthew. You're gonna get this die right in the head.
You said Will?
God.
Will, yeah. Let's take it around the horn, starting with Buggles.
9.
9, okay.
18.
18.
I got an 8, and I'm looking at my bottle cap,
Oh.
and I think I might use it.
I would hope.
Honestly, yeah, I'm using it.
Okay, 8.
Oh, no.
9.
Okay, it's better than an 8. You could just put that bottle cap a little closer to me. That'd be great. Thanks so much, Steeler. All right, so we got a 9, an 18, a 9,
22.
a 22,
Ooh.
And a 13.
and a 13. Okay, that would have been a critical fail.
Oh, you did the right thing.
Huge
Instead,
roll.
it's
The
just
right
a
thing.
fail. So we got
That's
fail, succeed, fail,
huge.
succeed. What is yours?
13.
13, fail. All right, so those of you succeeded, no effect. Those of you who failed, you are flat-footed and take a 10-foot status penalty to your speed as you just can't help but dance to the music. There's something catchy about this weird little leg tune that is getting into your mind, and you're just like so river dancing.
Brother Ramius and Blind Lucky are dancing.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
But
I am.
Zephyr
is.
with her bow.
Zephyr, very out of character right now, is dancing.
Talitha is not sure what to believe.
I wish that I could see it, but I can't.
Can only imagine Brother Ramis
I'm
is
blind.
such an awkward dancer.
All your
What's
books
his
on your
move? Oh God, it's a lot of.
back. For the listening audience, you don't want to watch this section. of YouTube
Have you
video.
ever seen the episode of Seinfeld where Elaine is trying
Oh,
to dance?
no,
kinda like
that.
Little kicks.
Little kicks.
A lot of thumbs.
I mean, the thing is like you're obviously not like, oh, what a catchy beat. You're dancing. It's
Yeah,
something
it's
that's
like,
infecting
what?
your mind. You're river dancing. So I'll let you know how long that goes on. Right now, consider for the rest of your lives. The rest of you who succeeded will no longer have to roll saves against that. He still has one action left because he's so cool, and he is going to just be like, in the direction of Talitha, and with the multiple attack penalty, this is going to be a miss with a 9.
What did he do? Shout at
Like,
me?
like a weird little dissonant note came out of his mouth. Mind you, he's like this big and just floating there with his little crab shrimp legs. And now it is Talitha's turn.
Talitha is going to devise a stratagem and attempt to attack the crab ferryman.
I like that we're calling him a crab. He has way too many legs.
Cricket crab ferryman.
I'm a crawfish.
Okay, I will use that to now attack with my second action. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
Okay, which gives me my strategic strike with the rapier. That is going to be 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and that is my turn.
And that is your turn.
so weird.
Buggles, you're on
Buggles, I mean,
on the bridge.
You got to save us.
dancing away.
Boy.
He's got the minus 10 to the speed now, too.
I take it back. That is, might be a 26 actually.
Is that a crit?
Let me just activate here. Oh no, I already put it on.
All right.
Never mind.
Before we go to Buggles, 2 points of bleed and give me a flat check.
Right. 10 on the flat check.
Brutal.
Well, how many rounds? Did you roll the D4 for how many rounds?
I didn't. This was from the crit, right?
Yeah.
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
What about this? What about the slowed? Was that 1d4 rounds as well?
The slowed, yeah.
Wait, who was slowed for...
Slowed 1 for 1d4 rounds.
And who is slowed? Oh, Lucky is slowed for the
And
whole
I am
round.
too.
Or
I'm
no, he's stunned. I'm sorry.
stunned,
There's a lot of
yeah.
conditions already
Stunned,
floating
yeah.
around there. Okay.
How many rounds am I slowed for? Or are you gonna make?
Just got to roll a D4.
Is it for slowed? Oh, it said
Yeah.
2. Or is that for the bleed?
That was for the bleed.
What was the
You
slowed?
could just make it the same.
You can make it the
doesn't
same
matter.
if you
But
want.
what was the slowed? Was that
Slowed
from the,
1 for 1d4 rounds.
It's the same
This is
crit.
part of the okay.
It was
Part of the
slowed and bleeding.
Okay, so 4 rounds.
Oh,
No.
awful.
No.
All right, well, 1 down. 3 more to go.
Yeah, 1 down, 3 to go, and
I've
only,
never known you to be an optimist.
only 1 to go on the bleed. Now it's Buggles' turn. Sorry, Bugs.
All right, Buggles is just like doing a little jig,
Oh my God.
crying. Doesn't want to say, I don't like this. And he's going to hop his way into the room. I and he can finally see what's going on.
That's right.
Oh boy.
It's not looking good.
Where is the Tinkerbell-ish lady?
She's right in the middle of the room there.
Oh, I see. Okay, then Buggles is going to summon a ball of flame into his little hand, boom, and toss it at her. Okay, that is a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
Okay. All right, that's 7 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then with my third action, he's going to zoom psychic shield. Zoom psychic shield.
All right. It is Lucky's turn.
I'm stunned.
Good turn. It is now Zephyr's turn. Are we ready for that lucky drop?
I will say
I've
that
been waiting, like literally every die roll that she's made.
I can't wait to hear what it is. I will say that it's really cool to look at the map, though, once you added the blinded condition, because now everybody is wavy circles and it's all black and white. It's
neat.
very fun.
Yeah, check it out at home there. This is what Lucky sees.
Yeah, but it's cool. I can't see shit. It's awesome.
Wow, cool. I don't want that.
It's funny. You also get like a faint memory of the room.
Yeah,
like you see it in the distance.
I
That is
have
cool.
like blind sense, sort of like I know there was a table over there.
So fucking cool. All right.
All right.
Zephyr, what do you got?
Well, I shimmy into the room here.
Ooh.
Shimmy, shimmy,
And
shimmy.
I've got 15 feet of movement speed because I'm a little busy dancing. And I think I want to move. I think I want to move. Yeah, I don't want to like group up with everyone because I've seen them use like at least one area of effect thing. And so that was one action. Zephyr's pissed.
How could you be pissed to this
sucks.
music?
I don't want to dance. This is awful. And she can't like bottle her rage anymore.
Oh.
So you just see like her limbs just like start to they tense up and they just kind of like break into like those maned wolves that are like have the long limbs or whatever. Like it kind of does that.
Oh yeah.
So her limbs get longer.
Her limbs just get kind of wild. This is her deviant feet, and I don't think she's ever used it.
Let's
I don't
go.
think she knows she
Let's
has it. I think that
dance.
she's mad and it's happening.
Whoa.
You know? So she gets up to this thing, 2 actions, Titan swing. Her limbs just like, bah, 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 and she looks at this fairy. She's like, fuck you. And I use 2 actions to do this and make a melee strike. Melee? Melee.
A little melee.
Melee strike against
You
this
throw worms at it.
fucking fairy.
All right, so you come into the room, you do this, and then boom.
Boom. Trying to hit this fairy in the face.
Oh, Caitlin Stamus.
Say my whole name
I'm disappointed in you.
when I do a bad thing.
That's why I
Do
did
you
it.
want one of mine? I have 2.
They
I
don't-
rolled
they're
a
not-
natural 1.
I know.
not
Do you
shareable.
want one of mine? You can't share it? I take this back, actually.
If only you'd used Kev to save the one.
That's
that you
only the
just
start of the
gave me.
bad
I
news.
need.
Yeah, critical fumble for
You
a
also
name.
have to roll for
Oh, the Deviant John.
the not flashback. What's it called? The
Setback?
called. Do you have to roll it before? Like, can it interrupt the use of it? It's a flat
No,
check.
we
It's a
did
DC.
this last time. It works, but then you have an issue. If
Yeah.
you-
So can you just roll that flat check real quick for triggering this?
14.
Okay, so you're good. But
think
now
she's fine.
if you use it again today, it's a DC 10
yeah.
Right.
flat check. I think.
Or 11. It started
11.
at 10, it goes up to 1. All right, but a critical fumble.
All right, critical fumble from Richard in Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Sheboygan. All right, Richard from Sheboygan. Oh no, not again. In the infinite improbabilities of the universe, a pot of petunias appears in the sky above your head. It hits you.
It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
Oh no,
God.
not again. That's the last thought of the flowers, is it?
Yes. So a pot of petunias appears in your sky. It hits you and deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
No.
Who is doing
Is this
these?
adjusted for a level 1 character?
Exactly. Like, you don't ever put in damage numbers that are not adjusted for level.
Frankly, I'd like to praise this guy. That seems good.
Can we change it to
2d6?
Yeah, and then
2d6?
That could.
Not bad. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Terrible craps roll.
Yep, not a good
And
craft
then you must roll a fortitude save.
There's more.
What are you gonna do? Throw up?
What else could happen?
I don't know. It's already ridiculous.
13.
That is a fail, and you are dazzled for 1 round.
Dazzled. I mean, this makes sense. This is the first time it's like kind of happening uncontrollably.
Yeah.
So she probably doesn't know what's
It's
going on.
probably
and
like
can't use
damage
it.
to her body just
Yeah.
going through this right now.
Yeah, the
Dazzled
way
for 1 round?
Dazzled, yeah.
The way I'm going to interpret that is that a portal didn't open and this dropped out of the sky. As your limbs were elongating, you bumped into a shelf and a planter fell on top of your head, kind of like. And that's why you missed,
Yeah.
and now you're dazzled. All right. Sorry, Zeph. Can Brother Ramius right the ship? It's a little hairy
this is
here.
Scary, yeah. Brother Ramius is just dancing. Something's happening to me! Like he can't see anything. He's blind. He's auto-dancing.
I wish I could unsee that.
It's a horrible situation. He will attempt to right himself and remember his training, his focus, his connection with Gruhasta. Prayer will set you free.
Remember,
He's going to focus, even as his legs continue to dance. He is going to ask for the Keeper's blessing. Keeper, save us. And this magical divine energy begins to form all around him as the Keeper begins to bless all of us. Ooh. He casts bless.
Oh, nice.
And anybody within 5 feet of me gets a +1 to hit at the moment.
Awesome.
So yeah, then that's 2 actions and I'm slowed, or stunned 1. So that's all he can do.
Great. So Buggles and Lucky will get a +1 to hit.
Oh, thank you.
Wait.
I'm too far away.
+1 status bonus to attack rolls while within the emanation. Yep.
Which is just a 5-foot burst.
5 foot.
5-foot emanation, yes. But it can grow. It's almost like he starts to become a beacon, and the light is starting to like reach out. Currently, if you're within 5 feet, you get this bonus. You might think if you get closer to Brother Ramius, you'll be invigorated and get this bonus, status bonus.
It is Chibi's turn. Chibi almost fell at the hands of Zephyr, the long hands of Zephyr, but instead Chibi is still alive.
Bowfoot, we have them! They are blind! Let's finish them!
And she takes her rapier and goes to stab at Zephyr. This tiny little like toothpick, just
Fuck you!
that is going to be a 19 to hit.
That is exactly my AC.
You're going to take 1 point of piercing damage and 1 point of fire damage. That glow that's coming off her is like going onto the rapier and hitting you. And then she will take a step back diagonally and fire off that same spark that she fired at Talitha at you that hit critically and caused her to bleed.
Watch out. Watch for your knee.
And that is going to be
They go for the knees.
even with the map. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh my god.
Just on fire here, literally, but only 1 point of fire damage. So the damage wasn't that bad, but she did hit you.
The crits, bleed, and additional effects have been way worse than the actual
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
All right,
If only we weren't rolling so well.
this little creature Bowfoot, evidently, Bowfoot is going to continue to fiddle, which means you do not get a save to try and right yourself if he uses an action to continue fiddling his
Stop it,
legs.
Joe.
What does it do besides the reduced movement? 10 feet.
10 feet movement, critical failure, you're
Just regular failure. What's regular?
Regular failure, you're off guard.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying off guard. We updated Foundry VTT, so now it's using the nomenclature from
The remaster.
Pathfinder remastered, but it's not doing anything mechanically. So you might hear me use off guard. Same thing as flat-footed. So yeah, you are off guard. Both of you who failed from the fiddling, or three of you failed, right?
Yeah, Buggles.
So yeah, flat-footed and a -10, and if any of you, nobody critically failed to that, right? So I'm going to keep doing that. Keep having you be flat-footed, and then he is going to fire off a spell, I think. And normally, Lucky would get an attack of opportunity here, but you're blind.
Unbelievable.
Never happened.
I have a question though.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And I was going to ask on my turn. I don't think this pertains to the attack of opportunity, but I do have the sharp-eared catfolk trait. So I have a +2 circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures. So they would be undetected to me since I'm blinded, correct?
Yes.
But I would have to do that on my turn, do a seek action.
Right, to
So
make them hidden.
I can't do a seek action now and use my attack of opportunity.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just checking.
Yeah, there might be some cool feat that would allow you to do that, but as written, no.
All right.
All right, so here he's
I mean, are you saying that it's in writing that you can't take an attack of opportunity if you're blind?
Or can I do
No,
so with
I just assumed
disadvantage?
I don't see that. I was just looking it up.
Oh.
There's nothing about
I might
attacks
be
opportunity
carrying
or
this
lack
over
of
from
reactions
Chewie.
and blinded either. I think she can take it. She just doesn't know where it is.
My catfolk is grinning very largely with her big teeth.
As you hear these voices debate the rules of the world around you.
Yeah. What's his name? Bofa D's nuts, and then I take a shot.
Yeah, what's up? Bofa D's nuts.
He's nuts. That's good,
You
Sid.
gotta let her do it now.
And I double.
I think this might be a call for the drop if
I'm allowed to do it. If I do it, then I hit.
And you hit.
And I kill him.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to do a flat check to hit it, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's for
DC 11.
Wait, but if it's undetected,
It's not undetected. She knows it's there.
He's hitting her.
okay.
Yeah.
It's just hidden from her.
Undetected
Yeah.
means you have no idea there's a guy in the room.
Right.
Yeah, I
okay.
guess they
Not
aren't.
undetected.
I know they're there. I'm just blind now. So
Yeah. So if
I would
it's
do a
hidden
flat
to you,
check.
yeah. If it was undetected, that's totally different. You tell me. I'm striking that. I roll the flat check and the attack. But if it's just hidden, yeah, I'm not going to do any deep digging here. I'll say you know it's there. Your friends are yelling out to you. So let's roll to hit first and then the flat check. So you'll be disappointed if one.
That's
in
not
there.
the right
That's
way.
way to
So
Whatever you-
rude.
It's much more fun though.
That's a 17
You feel like that might be a hit.
plus 9.
Now I'll give you the flat check.
I swear to God.
19.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
All right, so it has
So
no
20
bonuses
so
to
it's
its
a
AC.
26 to hit,
26 to hit and 19 beats. All right, so you do get the attack.
but I can't do my double slice, correct? Because that's a 2
just a
action.
one attack.
Okay.
Right.
Wait.
Double slice is an action. Attack of opportunity is a reaction.
26,
Yeah.
27.
Because of the +1.
Oh, because the
bless.
+1.
Is that a crit? You son of a bitch.
That is a crit.
What was it? Bowfoot these nuts.
Both of these nuts.
That's what she says.
Crits.
So that's with my Kopesh,
Oh,
1d8,
phenomenal.
4 plus 4, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
To get lucky.
She's not dancing from the fiddle, but she does dance a little bit, and she swings her Kopesh around.
I got
She
one.
voluntarily danced.
Yeah.
It's good. I got one for Joe's character. He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
That was the one I was gonna do. I just thought of that.
It's really long, but I think it'd be worth
No,
it.
I'm just gonna do it like he's
do
my
that, like,
brother.
He's
Like, I'm
my
just gonna-
brother.
He's my brother.
Or just like the opening music would be great for that.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like, instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
All right, I'm so thrown off from this. I was thinking more intuitively and not what the actual rules are, because in 1E you couldn't do it, but here you can. I don't see any reason you can't. We might be told otherwise. I think it's fine. However, do I lose the spell now?
That you're making us dance
That you were
with?
about to
I was about to cast a spell. I think it interrupts the action, but do I lose the spell?
It does not it does not disrupt the action. I think maybe unless it's a crit. There are some cases where that's
But
the
that
case.
was a crit.
But
That
that
was
was
a
a crit. It's not in the attack of opportunity explanation that a crit disrupts
Just real
the...
quick. This is what happens. We start jumping on the boards here to read stuff, and you don't want to confuse it with everything else. But it appears that because it was a crit, and this has a spell with somatic components that is considered using the manipulate action, it disrupts, and I lose.
Yeah.
And it only happened.
Because
A fucking bless! Dude, when you cast bless, when I want to say, I was like, what a dumb move.
No.
By a dummy. And it literally was the game changer.
Dude, I looked through my thing and I was like, I'm stunned one. So like, what's 2 actions that I don't have to see anyone to do? I was really limited. That was the only spell I could cast.
I was about to cast glitter dust.
God.
Just to make the rest of you blind.
yeah,
Like, it would've just-
everybody would have been just like,
That was
And look, it's a
clutch.
10-foot burst. So, like, that's everybody except Brother Ramius and Zephyr.
Yeah.
wow.
But instead, the spell is lost.
You lose the
So-
actions.
I lose the action.
yeah.
It goes-
Attack of opportunity, boom, lose your spells.
Get fucked up. Both of these nuts. Talitha, you are up. Incredible.
Okay, I'm going to go after both of these.
Both of these nuts.
I'm going to devise a stratagem first, though. And I will not go after. I will not attack. Well, actually, I will.
He's had enough, you say.
I will attack. I will just use a normal attack. I will not use the devise a stratagem strategy. I'll just try to blindly hit him.
Okay.
Look at me like I'm insane.
I believe it says the next strike you make must use this D20 roll as its result.
I believe so.
Ruh-roh.
If you, yeah, okay, yeah, yep, you're right. So instead, do I have the movement? I do, because you moved up with your other guy,
I did.
with Chibi. Chibi. I will strike. I will strike Chibi.
That's Miss Jimmy to you.
You are married though. Your husband's here.
Natural 20.
Critical threat. Critical threat.
You knocked over my spread.
Critical threat.
I mean, the swings, the crits, it's just out of control right now.
It's about time.
This rapier is deadly. D8.
Oh,
Oh, deadly.
please.
Amazing.
Let's read the critical
Yeah,
effect.
let's take it to the Naish. Chris from Montgomery, Alabama.
Hey.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Chris?
What's up, Chris? What a follow through. You line up your swing with a little gusto, and your attack carries a bit of extra momentum, giving you a couple of extra steps more than you usually would. Double damage, and you gain 2 extra actions this turn.
Wow.
All right, so I don't double the deadly die, right?
No, you do not double the deadly die.
Greedy son of a bitch.
That'll be 23 points of damage.
Yeah, you followed through.
Holy.
And she's just, what kind of weapon do you have? A rapier?
Rapier.
Just skewer her.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
Nice. What a follow through.
I thought we were toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
hours.
That's why I used up a spell.
That was not looking good.
You got the chance here to do a double kill now because you've got 2 extra actions. Your map is going to keep getting worse.
My map is the issue.
Why not?
Why not? Indeed.
Might as well.
I'm going to stab at but then if I go back after both of these nuts,
I love how that's his name now.
okay, I have to use my devise a stratagem roll, which was a 7.
When you fail, what does that mean?
I didn't fail. I just rolled badly, so I decided I won't use that. I'm not going to attack that person. I'll miss.
You could do something else. You could
I
aid.
could do something
you
else.
could-
Yeah, I'm going to aid. Let's see, Zephyr. I'm going to aid Zephyr.
Okay.
This will be Buggles, Brother Ramius, and then Zephyr.
Buggles, Lucky, Zephyr, Brother Ramius. You got
Lucky,
the
Lucky, you
initiative,
could.
John.
I'll aid Lucky
yeah,
because you're
I'm
going to
gonna
need the help
I'm
because
gonna
you're blind.
swing. Yeah.
So I will attempt. I will basically. The way I'll try to story-wise narrate it is I'll use my poor devise a stratagem roll to make a bad attack to distract
that's
both of these nuts so that she makes anything.
All right, so the DC's high, but go ahead and roll it.
Natural 6.
Okay. Over here. And she's like, who? But maybe you won't even need Lucky because it's Buggles' turn, unless you have an action left.
I do have an action.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
What could I possibly do? I know what I can do. No, I can't. There's no way to flank. There's no way to flank.
Can you do just a
fun.
recall knowledge on both?
Oh, I haven't
both
done
of
that.
these
Guys.
nuts?
I thought I did. I will
Okay.
recall knowledge on this crustacean insect creature.
Okay.
What would be nature?
Yeah, nature.
14.
14. 14 isn't enough, actually. I got all the stuff right here. I wanted to tell you some info, but I can't.
don't know what it is.
Here's what you can do. You can take 3 points of bleed damage and then give me a flat check.
My gosh,
Fail the flat check, but it's over.
It's over.
it is over.
It's over.
I'm still, however, slowed.
Still slowed. Lucky.
I use my final action to yank the arrow out of my knee, or the spark. I find the ember that's still in there. I dig out the little.
Buggles, what do you got?
Buggles is gonna dance his way into the room, further into the room. Oh wait, sorry. I want to get right in front of
yeah, buddy.
and as he's hopping about, he's going to boom. His aura is activated. It's like shoom, this like cold. It's like a blizzard, like kind of forms around him. It says, and fires a ray of frost at her.
Nice.
Nice.
Natural 1.
Damn.
What
We are
is going on today?
Both extremes today.
Spell
Lots of it.
Fumboni.
Absolutely.
Dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
My goodness. There's been so many backs and forths.
Backs and forths. Okay, what do you got, Benji? Benji from Esteline, South Dakota?
Yeah.
Esteline?
Hi, Benji.
Never heard of Esteline. Okay. Blood from the Sorcerer's Stone. In desperation, you force all of your being into your magic, drawing from your life essence for this single action. Flip a coin. Heads, the spell hits for normal, but you are now fatigued. Tails, the spell deals half damage, and you are slowed 1 for 1d4 rounds.
Whoa.
So
Coins?
either way, you're still doing damage.
Do you
So
have a
roll a
coin?
d20.
Do people carry money on
DC
them?
11 flat check.
What am I going to the laundromat? All right, I'll do 1 to 3 is heads, and the others
4 to 6.
heads.
Heads, the spell hits for normal, but
Okay.
you are now fatigued.
That's fine. I'm tired.
The spell was going to hit either way with
You
this.
put everything into it.
All this dancing.
with this poopy fumble.
8 points of cold damage. I get 4 temporary hit points from it, and I'm tired.
And you're tired.
And
It exhausts you.
it's dead.
It
just freezes and then hits the ground and shatters.
Awesome.
There are 2 doors to the south leading out of this room in this large area of the gnome encampment.
The
Which
venue.
one will you choose? Find out next week.
I can't believe that was close.
That was crazy.
Natural 20, natural 1. Natural 20, natural 1. Natural 20, natural
Do
1.
that dance again, Joe. The
Colors?
blind-
Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me!